It's sunny here, but it's still pretty chilly. If y'all are hopping on, say hello. Let me know who you are, where you're watching from. I see a few of my friends. I've got Kim here, Sammy's here. My name is Bree. I'm the owner and artist of Upcycled by Bree. This is my Saturday morning thrift haul. I go live every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and show you my junk. Did a ton of shopping this week. This isn't even half of it. I did not get everything listed, but that's okay. I cherry picked. I picked out the best stuff from all the different stores, and these things are actually already listed and ready to purchase over on my website, upcycledbybree.com. I'm going to drop the collection here in the comments again, and it's down in the description box as well. So if y'all see something you love, run over there right now. Go ahead and buy it because things are selling fast. People are already shopping. And then as soon as you check out, come back over, hang out, watch the rest of the haul. And then today I want to paint. We haven't painted on a live for a few weeks, so we're going to do that. There's all my friends. Good morning, Sue and Teresa. Tracy's here. Jessica, good morning. Sorry, I did not promote this sale very well this week. I've been so busy and I shopped so much. So like I said, only got a little bit, but next week I've got a ton of appointments too. So some of this stuff will roll over, and I have a little surprise I'm going to tell you about in a few minutes. Hey, Julie's here. Okay, so let's jump into the haul. If y'all watch some of my reels this week too, I got a few free items from my neighbor. So let's start out with those things. He's next door. He's got an attic over his garage full of vintage goodness, and we've made friends, and he knows what I do. He gave me all this stuff for free, and now I get to flip it for a profit. Super blessed. And I get to sell it for a good deal because I got it for free. I showed this over on Facebook when I unboxed all of this stuff. It's a vintage blow mold. He's 20 inches. He's got a little bit of chippy paint, right? But I think, obviously, that makes them better in my opinion. All of his information is down on the bottom. His maker and everything. Empire Plastic Company. He is 1969. And I have that all in the listing. I plugged him in and he works. That's also, there's a picture of him working. So if y'all are looking for vintage blow molds and you can't find them in your area, he is small enough I can ship him. I love that y'all are friends. Y'all are chit-chatting. Okay, another item that came from there. Oh, I hit the bunny jackpot. And I, again, didn't even list a quarter of that stuff. I'm keeping a couple of the bunnies. I'm going to sell a couple. This little guy's got his leg out. He's sassy as can be, right? Ceramic, not going to paint him. He's got a great vintage paint job. $22.95 for this guy. And y'all know I'm a sucker for the critters. I didn't find many critters this week, so it was nice to get a few for free. Also in the free haul was this Wilton sheet pan. These are pretty popular. I've sold a couple of these before. This is the 3D one. So it's got the two sides. And this I have listed up at $14.95. Julie's watching while shipping. Girl, that's a great idea. I've got a day full of shipping. All those orders I got from last week's Saturday haul, they're going out today. Sammy likes her Wilton pans. Me too, girl. Me too. I found another Wilton bunny pan. And this one has the little hanging hook too. So if y'all are not bakers like me, you can use these for wall decor. This one will sit well on a shelf too. And if you're afraid of it falling forward, it's nice to have that little hook. You can secure it to the wall. Paid $2 for this guy at the Giving Tree, and it is up at $13.95. Does it have an eyebrow? It does. I like his eyebrow. Teresa, what's going on with you? Ooh, another craft fair. Yes, girl. When is that? I'll be excited to watch you get ready for it. Ooh, what's next? Okay, I know this sold. Major Thrift was having a President's Day sale, 30% off, so I stopped by. I've been keeping an eye on this. It was originally $7. So I think I paid around $4.20 for it after the discount. But there's no like marking. And this one you can't hang. So I kept passing. Finally, it was on sale. I grabbed it for $4.20 and it sold already for $26.95. Let me not break it. So since it's sold. I think Lenora bought that one. Ooh, Teresa saw some copper and thought of me. Do I have any copper on this haul? Holy heck, y'all. There's no copper in my haul. Oh. Next week there's going to be a ton. Don't you worry. Let's talk about some of the brass I have. These, I believe, sold as well. Beautiful pair of brass candlesticks. They've got great detail to them. I loved the little scalloped rounded top. I went ahead and used my heat gun and just warmed up the wax that was in there, and it wipes easily out. So if you're a reseller, that's an easy little trick for you. I paid $9 for the set, so they were a little pricier for sure, but this is heavy, solid, beautiful brass, and they already sold at $22.95. So an easy, quick flip for me. I paid up a little bit, and it paid off. And those are easy to ship. I don't have to worry about them breaking. They're not an odd shape, so sometimes I'm okay with paying up on things a little bit if I know they're going to be easy to flip. And if y'all are like, why are you talking about all of this? A lot of my friends here are resellers, so I like to give these quick little tips as I'm talking. Nice, Teresa. I've got comments down in front of me too, which is why I keep looking down. And I'm parched this morning, y'all. I did not drink enough water. I was so behind. I didn't list any of this stuff until this morning. So I did not drink any water. I was busy. Baskets were 50% off at the Giving Tree. I can't pass up the good basket sale. This one was $5 originally, so I only paid $2.50, and it is, like, I mean, that's some solid wood. On the bottom and on the sides, it's got the cubbies in it, very structured, and I liked how it had the different textures. You've got a little rope, you've got the woven, you've got the wood. Oh, and then there's this stamp. Does anybody know that maker? I couldn't find it. I tried to look it up and I didn't have any time really to like spend a lot of time on it. Paid $2.50. It's up at $16.95, and this would look really cute with, like, I don't think these are probably tall enough, but you know what I mean, with some jars of floral in it and then maybe like a rolled hand towel in the back or something. You just knocked on that basket. My dog thinks someone's at the door. I'm so sorry, you guys. How many people's dogs did I just fool? My bad. Hey, Becky. Good morning. Oh, and then I thought I would pick this up, the red. I know it's only February. Like, we've got Valentine's Day behind us, but 4th of July is coming up. It'll be here before you know it. Another pair of candlesticks. Set of 3 this time. Same store, same 30% off discount. I paid $8 for this set of 3, and they're up at $22.95. Again, very well made, gorgeous set. And I love when I can find sets. I find singles sometimes, and I'll put them together into my own sets, but that hasn't really been happening lately. And the brass candlesticks I've been finding have been a lot shinier. I'm wanting to find some good old tarnished ones. Put that out into the universe. Let me show this before I knock it over. So just a bucket. I picked it up at Charlie's. I paid around $2 for it. But I love these galvanized buckets in the spring. They're great for planters. You can knock a few holes in this with a hammer and a nail. Very easy, and actually turn it into an outdoor planter if you want. Or you could use it inside with faux floral. Love a good bucket. This one was cheap. It's got some stickers. They'll come off really easy with a little heat gun and a scraper. And then this is going to be beautiful with some of the new redesign with Prima transfers that I carry. Oh, Love Trill says it's a picnic basket. You put plates, spoons, forks, etc. in it. You can't spell the maker. Oh, but you know the maker? Do you, can you try to spell it? Get close so I can look it up. I love baskets, so I'd love to see a basket company maker. Okay. If y'all wouldn't mind, hit that thumbs up button while we were hanging out here with me. And let YouTube know you like these Saturday morning hauls. And then if you could send this over to a friend or share it to a group that allows that, I would really appreciate it, because like I said, I kind of sucked at telling people about this haul. So y'all help me out and tell people, please. Pair of candlesticks. Okay, so when I went back for the 30% off sale, I had these in my mind. There was a set of 3, and I was like, oh, I hope those pretty candlesticks are still there. Well, there was only 2, but that's okay because a set of 2 is still great. You got some staggered height on them. They're very French country. Not exactly my style, but I know a lot of y'all love some French country. I love it too, just not in my own personal home. I just like to sell it. But these are going to be painted. So in the listing, they are $29.95. I paid around $8 for the set. And the listing says they're going to be painted apothecary with white wax. So if a listing ever says read description, make sure you check the description box to see what I'm going to do with them. Okay, thank you, Love Troll. I appreciate it. Hey, Amber, good morning. All right, ooh, let's look at these. Okay, so Lorraine actually spotted these. They were at Major Thrift, 20% off on Sunday. I better remember all this, but I can't remember the stuff I'm supposed to, guys. Oh, it's a problem. Velvet. Gorgeous, like purple maroon velvet. And fun fact, she doesn't like the feeling of velvet. So she's like, oh, those are pretty. Wouldn't touch them, but she looked at them and spotted them. So props to her, and I grabbed them. So pretty. Okay, so there's 2 frames. Creative Co-op is the maker on them. They're 4x6 picture frames, but then look at this. There's a shadow box that goes with them. It's got a beautiful big hanging secure hook on it. And these are in good shape. There's a little ding on that one at the very top there in the velvet. Up on the wall, you shouldn't be able to tell too much. I looked these up and they were kind of pricey. Ah, don't break it. So I paid around $11 for the set of 3 and they're up at $29.95. How pretty would these be with some floral, like botanical prints in them? I'm thinking like orange even. Is that weird? What would you put inside those? Oh, let's talk about this. That's more of my spring side. Let's look at some more of the industrial side. So I found a set of bowls. The maker is The Cellar. There was a big, huge bowl and then little salad bowls. And I decided to split them up. They're not in the best shape. Some of the finish and stuff on the inside is kind of wearing off, and I thought they would make beautiful nesting bowls. I had ordered these nests off of Amazon. They're linked down in my Amazon store. They're like only $1 a piece, super inexpensive. Thrifted eggs and then some thrifted floral. And look at what a beautiful little nesting box that makes. So I sat on my kitchen floor at like 9 p.m. last night and put these together. Paid around $2.50 to make them, and they're up at just $10.95. So very inexpensive. What a beautiful little touch of spring. And then like, what if, not this one, but what if you put them on a beautiful candlestick or like some kind of base? Even, you could elevate them, especially at that price at $10.95 if you wanted to do a little something more or paint the bowl. Still super affordable. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about the nesting bowls? I did a couple of wood bowls with eggs last week and they sold fast. So I thought these would do well. Man, guys, I'm looking at myself on camera. I need a tan. Drop me a comment. What do you think? I think there's 6 of these available. $9.95 each. And the egg color is picked at random. You get what you get. There's pretty like, ooh, neutral colored ones. There's some green ones. But I thought that was just gorgeous. All right, since I did so much shopping this week and I got a ton of little items, which is great. Little items are easy to ship and stuff, but they are time consuming to list. So I was sitting here thinking, and I was like, you know what? It is time for a mystery box sale. So I'm doing a Spring Fling Mystery Box. Last time I did the mystery boxes, they sold out overnight. I did 10 of them originally, added 5 more overnight, and yet still they all sold out. So I listed 15 up on my site again. And that's it. Once they're gone, they're gone. You'll get 12 items in a mystery box. They're $39.95 each, and they ship for $13.95. So I put together just like an example of what one would be, and I'll mix these items up so it'll still be a mystery. It won't be exactly these items, but here's an example. Handmade items, so probably one of my decor boards or a candlestick. Most likely some kind of a beautiful basket. This is a wall hanging basket. Look at that. There's that same purple that you found on the frame. And this is like almost the Pantone color of the year, right? So close. Some floral, beautiful floral for spring since it's a spring fling box. Vintage glass piece with more floral. I've got so much floral. And this is good floral, y'all. This isn't like Dollar Tree cheapy gross floral. No offense. Some of Dollar Tree's floral is good. Every box will get a spindle of some sort, some kind of spindle. Kitchen item. Every mystery box needs a kitchen item. Here's like a little bunny cookie cutter, so some kind of spring related item. Every box is going to get buttons. Remember all of those buttons from the free haul I got? Every box will get some buttons. This is a cute little pail with a transfer on it. Metal salvage piece. This would make a great tree base or riser base. Little spring wall decor and a book. Okay, so that is an example. Like I said, I'll mix them up so nobody knows exactly what they're getting. $40 mystery box, you get 12 items. Could be a lot of fun. So if you missed out on those last time, I know a lot of people were sad. So many people were like, why didn't I shopped like 12 hours later and they were gone. I know. Okay, so that was my fun surprise. Y'all get great junk for cheap. And I get to get some of the stuff out of my house because I overshopped. Look at this little cutie. 50 cents I paid for this. And it is $8.95. Obviously handmade. It's got a little hanger right here. I would hang this off of like a shelf in the kitchen. It reminds me almost of like a hot pad or a trivet. I don't know exactly what it is. But it's so sweet. I couldn't pass it up. And I have been looking for more and more linens. I've been struggling a little bit. I used to find a lot of curtains. Not so much lately. All right, this vintage jar lot. Where's my sticker? I bought a lot of glass this week, like a lot of glass, and I don't usually, but I like to lot it together when I buy it. How pretty are these 4 jars together? So all 4 jars I paid around $2 for. I grabbed some of that extra floral I had out of my stash, and this beautiful arrangement is now $19.95. Like, can you imagine setting a beautiful decor board on your table and then just setting these on top? Just a very simple, beautiful little statement piece for sure. Look at the patina. Okay. Let me know, drop a comment if you got one of my mystery boxes last time. Oh, and you know what I was thinking this time too? I would do like a submission video where y'all can send me quick little clips of you opening your mystery boxes and doing reactions. That would be fun, right? Oh, yahoo! Sherry just bought those jars with the floral. I can't wait to see what you do with them, Sherry. I scored on some multiples this week, one of them being these cute little, I think these are Jell-O molds or cake pans. I don't know. You tell me. Jell-O molds or cake pans? They were 25 cents each, but kitchen items were 50% off. So I paid like 12 cents each, about $1.20 for all of them. I'm selling them as a set in case y'all want to craft with them, or I like them displayed in a group. So like I would stack, personally, I would stack a few up, and then like off to the side, I would just kind of like set a couple over here, maybe stick some tall flowers out on that side, and boom, you've got a cute little setup, whether you're in a selling situation or for your own personal decor. You can turn these into Christmas ornaments. What other ideas? Like little mini wreaths, little mini spring wreaths. They would make really good O's on a home sign. $11.95 for all 12. Now I'm thinking I should have kept them. Kim got a mystery box last time. Yes, you did, ma'am. Okay, 2 apothecary jars. Somebody's been buying these up. I think Dee Dee's been buying these. I found 2 for $6. So a little pricier than I usually pay, but they're the exact same shape. You could tell they were a set. They're a staggered height, so as a set, they're beautiful. Went ahead and grabbed them. I wish I had enough wooden eggs to fill these jars. How gorgeous and just neutral and simple would that be? Nothing speckled, nothing colored or fancy, just a light raw wood egg full of apothecary jar full. Gorgeous. $26.95 for the 2. These are a little tricky to ship, but some people just cannot find them. So I always grab them, and I can take the time to ship them out for you. All right, let me move some of this stuff. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, and then this one. Y'all, I almost walked right past this, and I would have kicked myself had I would have looked it up and realized it. It was 30% off day, President's Day sale. It was only $2.99 originally, so I paid around $2 for it. But it is an actual authentic, I love you too, darling. You're distracting me. It is authentic apothecary jar. Pro Dolori. I don't know. I don't know what that means. If y'all know what those words mean, let me know. But it is painted, and it is old, and it is super neat. And I should probably keep it for myself. I wish there would have been more than one. But I walked past it. I saw it on the shelf, and I was like, And then I walked past by, and I pulled up Google Lens, and I was like, ooh. Well, you're doing a good job, Lorraine. Rotten. Okay, so I've got the 2 apothecary jars clear, and this one, put them all together, some raw wood eggs, and the 2 clear ones with this one in the front. Woo! Chef's kiss. That would be beautiful. I found a tiny little cast iron pan. They only charged me $1 for it out at Charlie's. Now, somebody had asked if I knew anything about this one, and I can see the tiniest bit of engraving in it. I believe it says Taiwan. It looks like SK or 5K. Can't really tell. So it's not a USA one. I don't really know much about cast iron. I know it can be very collectible. So I just listed this one at $12.95. Nothing crazy expensive, but it's tiny and it's adorable and it's so rusty and good. I couldn't leave it behind. Hold on, I got rust all over my hands now. Okay, so another item I got from the free clean out was this bunny, and he's like plastic, good vintage plastic. I don't know, he's got a plug in the bottom, but he's not a bank, and it says Art Life on it. And it almost looks like you can pull the plug out, but I don't want to break a nail or anything, so I'm not going to try. $19.91, so I guess he's more like retro, I think. I don't know if that's vintage yet or not. His colors are great, and he's super cute. He's $16.95. He needs a little bath. He's got a little sticky on him. I'll wash him up before I ship him out. Then I found beautiful green glass this week. This was only $3.20 after the President's Day sale, and I have it marked at $14.95. Gorgeous, thick, oops, there's more knocking, my bad. Gorgeous, thick green glass and a gorgeous, thick cork. Very pretty one here. And then this little one is $8.95. No cork, but oh, dang it, I keep doing that. I do that at the store too, at the thrift store. I always notice I just tap on things. But this one's $8.95. Not quite as cool. Still very pretty, and they look great together. Y'all are quiet this morning. What's everybody up to? Just me yakking away. What's your favorite thing so far? Okay, more glass. Like I said, I bought a ton of glass this week. But it's fine. It's gonna be hard to ship, but it's fine. This I put together in a trio, and I believe I called it the French Country Glass Lot. I paid $6, $2 for each piece of glass, and I have it up at $22.95. This one has got a gorgeous etched flower design in it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. I had a really hard time getting a picture of it too. Maybe if I just don't put my hand behind it. But etched flower, and it goes, the stem goes all the way to the bottom and it goes all the way to the top, and it's really easy to see in real life. This one has a gorgeous scalloped edge around here, and the little feet, like that's different, super different. And this one's very thick. So they all caught my eye. They all came home with me. The set of 3 is $22.95. Ooh, Teresa's looking at a wholesale site. Stuff for your resin. Girl, I still haven't tried resin. I'm so scared. I don't even know why. And I know it's not hard. I know it's not hard. I had a few of these nests left over that I didn't put inside the bowls, so I stuck some beautiful little moss in it and a few of those eggs I thrifted, and I believe these are $6.95. No, $5.95. If you want to put together your own. I found all those gorgeous eggs and I couldn't pass them up. And you know, I tried to make some nests. It's very time consuming. So I just bought some this year. Ooh, more shopping, more shopping. KMF asked if I'm having more trouble selling things in this economy. Not really. Y'all are amazing. Things have been great. My booth, I will say locally, my booth sales kind of went down, but I was also not investing as much time into the booth anymore. So, but things are great. I'm blessed. I'm thankful. This little bunny is already sold. I paid 80 cents for it. It sold at $8.95. Just a very simple little bunny. Kim said the nests are making her dream of spring. Girl, I mean, if you can't tell, I have moved on. We're already springing it. There was like frost on the ground this morning. It's going to get up to 60 today. And I've been trying to rake up the yard and stuff. Like, I'm ready. Bring it on. Ooh, Sue's making a care package for her niece. Sue, you're such a sweetheart. Yeah, Marcia said making nests is hard. Time consuming. Not hard even, just time consuming. This little scoop, look, handmade, I do believe, out of an old tin can, right? Little quick weld. Oh my gosh, can you imagine the things this scooped? I highly recommend you don't scoop anything with it that you want to put inside of your mouth. But that rust patina is just gorgeous. I think I paid like 50 cents for it at Charlie's, maybe $1. And it's up at $9.95. I'm getting so used to standing in front of the table. I don't even think I need to stick stuff so close to the camera. Where do I sell my stuff? I have a website where I sell on Shopify and I ship. I ship all over. In fact, let me drop the collection for you again while my heart rate comes down. Oh, y'all. I'm glad you guys love me. If you're new, I apologize. There you go. I just dropped the link if you want to go check out my website. I know, Kim. I'm ready to. Okay, this little bunny, they considered it a basket at the Giving Tree, so it was only $2.50. It was half off. And I was going to take him apart and sand it down and like make it into boards. But then I realized how it was put together. Like each little slat is screwed in there. And if the paint job's not your jam, y'all can sand it off and repaint it. But he grew on me. He sat here all week and grew on me. Marcia says you do think or you don't think that you're going to try to make a scoop now. Anyways, $2.50, the vintage bunny tote. And I've sold a couple of those last year with their original paint job. So I figured I'd leave it that way. If he doesn't sell, if nobody loves him, then I'll give him a makeover. This little bunny napkin holder, however, is read description. It is going to get a paint job and some of those beautiful new transfers. I paid $3 for it. It is up at $12.95. And it is nice to have a napkin holder when you're entertaining for the holidays and stuff, like an Easter dinner. Put napkins out in the middle of the table for everybody. It'd be cute in a nursery. Oh, the tote. Yes, it would. But also, like, just to have a nice tote. And maybe you don't like the design on that one. You could redo it. But a nice tote for your kiddo for the years to come instead of rebuying a cheap basket every year. So much cuter. Elena has it's a basket, but it's a really nice basket. And the Easter Bunny brings it back every year for her. This little handmade wooden bunny was adorable, and I couldn't pass him up for $2. He's up at $10.95. Again, this would be cute in a nursery. Oh, Sammy said the transfers are very affordable and gorgeous. Thank you, Sammy. And I have to make a little confession. I did an oops last week. So Teresa had asked if I was going to do a flat rate shipping on transfers. And I said, yes, of course, that's genius. Of course I am. I do it on brushes and decoupage paper and stuff. So I went in and I changed my flat rate shipping to $8.95 on the transfers for now until I can figure out if I can do it even cheaper than that. And then I forgot to set territory. I forgot to do a certain setting on the website on my end. And so then nobody could buy a whole week long. I ended up getting a couple emails and I emailed those people back, and then I finally figured out what was going on. So if you were trying to buy transfers from me and my website said I can't ship to that address. I know, Sammy, quit. I don't want to talk about it. But good news is I still have a ton in stock. It happens, y'all. I'm only one person and I've been so busy. This week I'm not shopping because I have so much junk. So over shopping last week ended up being a blessing. I have so much junk this week. I don't have to take the time to shop. I'm going to work on a little inventory and cleaning up the website a little bit and those technical errors stuff. And taxes. I'm going to do taxes this week. Y'all, I did a kitchen makeover video a few weeks ago, a couple months ago, something like that. And it featured some of this beautiful fruit that I found at the Giving Tree. And y'all want me to do a DIY, and I want to as well, as soon as I can find some affordable fruit to paint. But when I was there last time, they had more of it. So I bought it. You get 12 pieces of fruit and a bowl for $14.95. Oop, more shopping. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Kim. Some days I don't feel like a rock star, but you know what, y'all? We all make those mistakes. We do. I am no tech genius, and I was just moving too fast. That's been my problem lately. I've just been going too fast. So, sorry. Sorry if you were trying to buy transfers and you couldn't. You can now, I promise. Okay, what else? These are gorgeous. We only have a few more things, and then we're going to paint something. These are gorgeous, handmade. You can tell by the screw down here. They popped in the little taper holder. I only paid $4 for this set, and they're up at $18.95. Again, we're past Christmas and Valentine's Day, but 4th of July. I thought about painting these or stripping them down, and I'm like, you know what? That's actually just a really great red color. I'm going to leave them. Oh, please paint the fruit. It looks horrible. I like it. I'm not going to paint that fruit. I actually really like this. I have a black and brown and like natural wood theme in my kitchen, and it looks really pretty in there. This Quaker Oats tin is collectible. Limited edition. It said 1984. I don't pick up a lot of tins, and I don't pick up a ton of collectibles, but I thought this would be pretty in a summertime kitchen vignette. They were going for crazy amounts online, like $40. $40, $50 for some of these Quaker Oat tins. This one is $14.95 on my site. Dee Dee, darn it. It's okay. You can catch the replay. I was talking about you though, Dee Dee. Look what I found. Sherry's trying to fill you in too. And there's another one just like this, a little bit taller. Oh, y'all, I love you guys. These beautiful candlesticks, mixed metal. I paid only $3 for the set out at Charlie's, and I listed them up at $22.95, brass and chrome. That's the point of it. What am I missing? All right, Lorraine also found these. I put a reel up, y'all, this week. Y'all help me out. What are these? And I got some fun answers. I got meat hooks, hay poles. What else? I can't remember what else, but they're actually the boot poles for pulling, helping to pull on your cowboy boots. And they're both pretty old. This one has some rusty patina to it, and then this one has some good chippy handles. This would look really cute in a little man cave vignette or a country western vignette. Yep, a lot of people thought they were meat hooks, Sammy. Oh, that's the point. Renee says the fruit not being painted left as is the point on that one. Yeah, this time I don't paint everything. That's all right. I know that's not everybody's jam. Not everybody loves crusty, rusty, grungy look. I gets it. Oh, you guys also. Meat pills. Sammy, stop typos. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Dee Dee, I'm not painting the fruit. I'm not painting it. It's staying as is. No worries. No worries. Hey, Leslie. I chopped up some wood this week. I love to go outside when I'm stressed out and break down old furniture. If y'all have been following me for a while, you know I found a shelf for $20 at Charlie's. I found a chair for $5 and a magazine rack for $5. And then at Major Thrift, they gave me 2 bed frames for free. So chopped up all kinds of great salvage. It's listed back in the thrift haul a little bit, but then I also have a complete salvaged wood metal collection. I'll drop that too if you guys just want to shop all the new salvaged wood. So if you've been looking for spindles for projects, if you've been looking at chunks of salvage for like candle stands or risers or feet for spring markets, you want to do your own DIYs, it's all there, unpainted, ready to be purchased. A lot of them are very symmetrical. They'll make great handles for totes. All kinds of good salvage up. And this is only a very small sample. Yes, Robin, go shopping. Blame me, girl. Do it. Yeah, Kim, I had never heard of boot poles either, but it makes sense. I've heard of shoe horns. I'm gonna die on those. Let me not do that. I've heard of shoe horns, like to help slide your shoes on. Boot poles. Makes sense. This tote might already be sold. Somebody had their eyeballs on it. I paid $10 for it. I paid up, but everything else was so cheap that I didn't care. And I listed it at only $19.95. It's not very big, but it's got a great Coca-Cola advertising on it. I know I've got some Coca-Cola lovers out there who doesn't have a little soda obsession from time to time, right? Don't know. I think it's handmade. Maybe they cut these off of an old crate, probably. It looks pretty handmade. Very cute. And I don't buy a lot of Coca-Cola stuff, but that one caught my eye. Okay, painting this week. So we can either do the candlesticks. I can paint them apothecary. Y'all have probably seen that a million times, but if you want to do that, we can. Oh, or I've got this that I thrifted. Very outdated Live, Laugh, Love wall plaque for $3. I have it listed up at $24.95, painted, and then we would add a transfer to it. Oh, awesome, Susie. I'm so glad to hear that. It's like thrifting. It's like a thrifting miracle. Did you put it out in the universe where you're like, oh my gosh, it sold, darn it, but hey, I want to find one. Or we can start painting up these shutters a little bit. I need to, let's not do these. I want to do a thrift flip video on these because I want to show y'all how I cover up the hearts. So we can either paint the candlesticks or we can paint the plaque. Y'all think about it and let me know while I finish showing you the rest of this junk. Oh, the Coke box is already sold. Darn it. Okay, antique rolling pin. Paid $1.50 for it. It's up at $19.95. This one's long. It's got some great handles right here, and some good patina. Haven't been finding a lot of rolling pins, so I was happy to find that one. This little sign was $1. And it's like old and kind of kitschy, right? Fine notions, some thread on it. But it reminded me of a sign that we all try to like duplicate, you know, like some vintage signage that we all try to replicate. And for $1, I figured I would snag it. I thought maybe it would like trigger some memories with the sewing stuff on there. It's a plaque. Paint the plaque. Okay, the plaque. This plaque. That plaque. Gotcha. Y'all, I found an oil lamp base that's already wired with electric. The electric's a little old on it. I plugged it in. I didn't get shocked. There's no rips or tears or anything on the cord. Use at your own risk. I tried it out. $5.99 I paid for the lamp, and it's up at $39.95. I stuck an Edison bulb in it and took pictures for the site. I'm not going to ship the bulb because it's going to break, but I staged it up, and it's so pretty. I should probably keep it. And it would look really good in my living room. Well, if you want it, hurry up and snag it before I take it off the website. $39.95. That's funny. I found a cute little lot of amber jars. So I put them all together, stuck a little bit of dried floral in them, and listed them up at $12.95. Again, just a very nice little simple statement piece. Another tote basket. This one is $12.95. It is not as sturdy as the other one, but I love this light kind of wicker for spring. Same concept here. You could use it for picnics. You could use it for entertaining, for baskets. It would look so pretty. Some floral for the garden, for skipping. Oh, and then, okay, so it was a basket sale, right? It was a basket sale. I couldn't pass them up. I went crazy. These were only like 50 cents a piece. So I only paid 60 cents after the sale, and I lotted these 3 together. I love the shape, the color combination, and just having 3, it would fill in a nice little small wall space if you didn't have room for a large basket arrangement. $16.95 for the set of 3. All right, y'all, we're going to paint the plaque. Y'all have seen me paint candlesticks a million times. This basket is a half basket, so you could definitely hang it. It would look good on a front door. It would have to be a large door or a large wall where you were hanging it. But I also like to put these in the bathroom, maybe a smaller space with rolled towels if you don't have extra towel storage in your bathroom. And it is up at $39.95. It's a little big, so it'll be a little tricky to ship, but I can definitely do it. And I paid $4.50 for it. It needs a good cleaning. I'm going to get my air compressor out this week. It's going to be beautiful, and I will take my air compressor and spray out all of these old baskets. All right, who doesn't love a good heart? Just kidding. This is a read description item. I am going to be removing this front plaque that has the heart cutouts. It should be super simple. I already stuck a little tool in there, and it'll pop right off. And then I will just have a nice little like wall shelf. It hangs, there's a hole right here. I'm going to paint the outside shell of it with milk paint, nice and chippy, and then leave the inside wood. Painting the inside of these cubbies would be a pain in the tush, and I love the look of a two-tone shelf. Let's see, $34.95 after it's all painted up. I only paid $2 on that. And then the last step were these shutters. And these were very inexpensive too, which is why I went ahead and grabbed them. I only paid $6 for the set. I have them up at $40. And then the read description says that these are going to be masked. So I'll probably put a thin piece of wood or something in here. Maybe with a logo, or maybe not even a logo, and just paint them to cover. But they'll get a nice paint job. This isn't the worst, but it's not the best. Nice paint and wax job. And I might even add like a small wreath to each one. We'll see. We'll see if I have any in my stash. $39.95 for the set. And that is my thrift haul. About half the size of the mega hauls I've been doing. All right, so we are going to paint the plaque. Oops, sorry, that was probably loud. First off, let's figure out which transfer we want to use. I've opened the vintage seed one. It's very pretty. It would be a good fit. Also, this botanical one would be good. Y'all want to see a seed image or a little floral collage on this? Floral says Sue. Alrighty. Seed says Sammy. Oh, so you guys, I meant to get a thrift video up on Thursday, a thrift flip video, and it just did not happen. I'm going to go ahead and upload it tonight. I know it's Saturday, but it's ready. It's done. It's uploaded. I just need to put in my descriptions. And but anyways, I show the vintage seed on that one. Seed, seed, seed. Oh, everybody's saying seed, Sue. Sorry. You got outruled. This one's going to be up on upcoming furniture piece though, Sue. I promise. You got the tiniest little sneak peek of it. I think, honestly, these seed ones are going to fit a little better anyway. So these transfers come in different sizes. This one is 25 by 34. It's split into 3 pieces. But they've got the grid lines on it, so it's super, super easy to line everything up. I'm looking at a couple of the bigger ones. I've got peaches. Y'all know, maybe you don't. I love peach. Not quite wide enough. Fresh eggs. Fresh egg plums. What are egg plums? So like there's the top half of that one, and then the bottom half is right here. Does that make sense? That Orange Blossom brand might fit the best in there. Sorry, I'd make that noise all the time when I'm thinking. Lorraine brought it to my attention the other day. Perry Seed Store. That one fits kind of cute too. Okay, let's do this one. I like that one with the watermelons. We'll keep it nice and simple. Now, what color are we going to do on the background? I want to say black. Oh, we could do black. I don't want to do black. Y'all type faster. So what if I did black in the middle and left the edge wood? Never mind, I don't really like that wood color. I know I've been painting everything black. Other colors would look good with that. You could do aviary. Or gypsy green. Nobody's saying anything. I'm just talking to myself. This is the hardest part. Let's do green. Executive decision. Otherwise, I'll stand here all day. Okay. Some of this is just a little raised, so cover your ears real quick. If you have headphones in, pop them out for a hot second. And this is already for sale. So if y'all are loving what I'm doing and you want to grab it, it's available. Some 220 grit sandpaper there. A couple of those lighter spots were a little raised. thought I grabbed everything. I forgot my cleaner. Sorry. So, fun fact, if things aren't super dirty, I usually just use Windex to wipe them down. Looks like I could do a second sign. What do you mean? With the amount of time I have left, or what? Or the amount of room on here? Might be able to do two. Let's get some paint on here and I'll look. Hey Elaine, we're going to paint this and put a new transfer on it. Oh, on the back. You're not even lying, girl. In fact, I kind of like that side better. Okay, it's pretty grungy though. It looks like it really needs cleaned, and I ain't got time for that right now. But you know what, Becky? We might make this into a double-sided sign. No, we're gonna use this side. It's so much cooler. I think somebody turned it around. The framework on that side is so much better. Becky, you're a genius! And we'll just find out how good the DIY paint sticks to everything. Okay, hold on. Hold on 1 second. Not you, Macy, move. I'm getting excited. She thinks something's happening. All right, there's some gunk on here, so let's get that off real quick. And I did learn when I was doing my transfers live that these Lysol wipes are not great to use right before you apply a transfer to something. They don't let it stick very well. So if you're trying to clean something, use alcohol. I used rubbing alcohol, and that cleaned things really well for the transfers. These Lysol wipes are nice in a pinch, though, right before you paint with DIY paint. Jamie slaps it on without cleaning. I know, and you know what, Becky? Sometimes I do, too. It just depends. It just depends. This one looked a little gunky, like it was going to really have some nasty bleed through if I didn't do a little bit. I can be guilty of not cleaning things, too. There's like, I don't know, something down in that corner. Alrighty. Much better. Much, much better. I'm glad you saw that, Becky. And that's also why when you're at the thrift store, pick things up, turn them over, flip them around. You never know what's hiding under, beneath, behind. Alright. Let's do this. And excuse me, up close and personal. Y'all don't have to stare at me so much. Hold the phone. That's right, Elaine. Hold the phone. Yes. Changing up the plan. It's still not perfectly clean. It's much better. All right, y'all would be proud of me. I went through a couple of weeks ago and cleaned up all my craft stuff and reconstituted all my dried up paint and turned it all back into paint again. There for a while, I was picking up cans of paint to paint live, and everything was dried up. So this is Avhrit by DIY. If y'all are new here, DIY paint is a clay-based paint. And it is highly pigmented. It's nice and thick. Provides really good coverage and sticks to just about anything. So we love it around here. And I am not going to worry about getting like a perfectly smooth, even coverage on this. I do want a little bit of texture. A couple brush strokes won't hurt anything. I want it to look old and decrepit. So what are y'all getting into this weekend? I've got a ton of shipping to do, a ton. I'm going to work on cleaning and organizing out in my garage a little bit. I'm gonna get that video up, get some workouts in, get some sunshine on my face. The kiddo's with her dad. I'm here all alone this weekend, so I should be able to get plenty done. Work on some tax stuff. I've got a lot to do. What are y'all up to? I know a bunch of you probably just got snow. Also, still no other new update on the DIY paintbrushes as of yet. We are still waiting very patiently, and y'all are amazing and waiting very patiently too. The day they come in, I will ship them out to you, I promise. They should be here soon. I can't wait to get them. Debbie's been teasing us, sneak peeking them and using them, and it's like, oh, it's torture. Okay, so there's one coat. It's not perfect. Don't need it to be. I am going to dry it up with my heat gun real quick. Oh, Leslie is getting snow later. Icky. Get your walk in early, girl. Are you taking the rest day? Becky's painting a china hutch at a craft fair at a casino. I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah, I'm painting my table. This is really easy to clean up, so I don't care. Elaine's packing. Yes, she is. Oh, man. Yes, she is. Hey, Jackie. How are you? I wondered if I was going to get to chit-chat with you. You're catching the end of this live, so you'll have to catch the replay for the haul. But we were going to paint up this little thrift flip here and throw on one of the new transfers. Oh, nice, Leslie. Oh, Leslie, what'd you order? You said you ordered some good healthy stuff, yeah? Yesterday I made steak fajitas and then crock pot shredded chicken, which I will mix with a little barbecue for sandwiches this weekend. Nothing too fancy, but I prepared some nice healthy stuff so I don't eat like crap this weekend. Yes, Kim, this is Avhrit. This is actually my favorite DIY green. It's a beautiful green, and it's great for spring. It's great for summer. Works for fall. It's pretty with white wax. It lightens it up, and then dark wax for fall. Becky asked if I'm going to seal before I apply my transfer. Becky, I am a rebel. I do not. And in the edited video that'll go up tonight, I'll put it up around dinner time or so y'all can watch it before Jamie goes on live. But I talk about the fact that I don't seal, but I also talk about the fact that the directions say to. So do that at your own risk, and you know, the first couple of times you use the transfers, you might want to follow the directions just so it works out. But yeah, no, Becky, when I was in Florida in California, and I did that furniture piece, I still didn't seal. I know. I seal over them with wax. So naughty. Nice, Leslie. That sounds delicious. Oh, Leslie said she had a bunch of cupboard doors too. That would totally work. That's probably what this was. It was probably an old cupboard door. Yeah, no, Becky. A lot of people talk about that. The seal or no seal with the transfers. Sometimes people would say they won't stick, but I've never had a problem. Sometimes if your paint's not dry enough, they won't stick. So like when I'm live and trying to show y'all, no, it should be fine. Especially on a decor piece. You know, if you're doing a custom piece of furniture or painting a precious antique or something, maybe you follow every step exactly how you're supposed to. And you throw a clear coat over your paint before you put your transfer on, but for wall decor, no ma'am. Short story long. All right, I got pretty much full coverage with that, but I'm gonna do a little like half coat. Maisie, do you need to go potty? Can you wait? Oh, yoo-hoo! Jackie just bought the plaque. Yes, ma'am. It's getting one of the new seed pack transfers. It's going to be great for spring, and it will work for summer too. Be able to use it for a couple seasons. So now I'm actually going against my brush strokes. I'm going the other direction and doing kind of a checkered pattern here. Really working on building up a little bit of texture through here. I don't want too much texture right in the middle where I'm putting the transfer, but along the edges especially. I'm going to do probably just a little light distress on the edges too, so it doesn't need to be perfect coverage. Has anybody snagged a mystery box yet? I'm curious. That'll be 150 items. No. Oh gosh, that's a lot of math. 15 times 250, 180 items out of my house. Out of my stash. That's major. That means I can shop more. Oh, and is there anything that anybody's wanting me to look for? Any requests for the Junkin'? If you're just hopping on mystery boxes, I'm doing a second round of mystery boxes. They're the Spring Fling Mystery Boxes. So spring themed items. You get 12 things in the box for $39.95. Combination of found, handmade, and thrifted items. Do you need to go potty? Around $100 value for $39.95, and they ship for $13. Washboards. All right, Becky, I can look for washboards. Hold on 2 seconds, y'all. This dog needs to go out. Come here, old lady. You go potty? Here, come back. Oh, 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 don't break stuff. Sorry. Oh, more little brooms. All right, Elaine, I haven't even listed those either. I barely listed anything from that free junk haul. Elaine, I did the mold and a couple of spring items. But those little brooms will be up probably next week. Hey, Teresa, how are you? You're catching the end of my live, darling. You'll have to catch the replay for the haul and stuff, but I'm glad to see you on. Thanks for joining us. In fact, we have 88 people on now. Thank y'all. If you haven't yet, hit the little thumbs up button for me. Yeah, this is a much cooler side than the other side. And since the other side has Live, Laugh, Love on it, I will probably just go ahead and give it a nice plain coat of paint. And that way it's nice. What's already sold, Dee Dee? This? Yeah, Jackie grabbed this. Jackie grabbed this, but it gives you a chance to check out the paint and the transfers. Good girl. You're gonna have to wait for your you-know-what, though. Oh, I can't reach the door. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I was gonna make her wait, but she's old. I didn't want her to potty inside. You're gonna have to wait for that. I'm live, don't you know? All right, so 2 coats, great coverage. That's okay, Teresa. It happens, girlfriend. In fact, it was probably partially my fault. I did not do a great job of chatting this sale up this week. I've been so busy. Oh yeah, that's the perfect color. Okay, so this is a transfer. If you guys haven't seen them yet, it's a beautiful sticker for grown-ups on a piece of plastic that has a paper backing. So first thing we're gonna do after we figure out which design we want is we're just gonna cut out the piece of transfer that we want. And I noticed on this one, the pieces between it are like completely opaque. So you either need to cut like directly down the middle between the 2 seed packs or cut it out like right on the edge. Does that make sense? There is an opaque white around these seed pack images. I learned that the hard way on the design the other day, but it's okay. It's okay. It still came out with a little distressing. There we go. And then next I will just take the plastic and peel it off of the paper backing. Be careful, don't let it roll up on itself or let it stick to anything, because once it sticks, it sticks. Doesn't really matter which side is upright, I suppose. It's a square. All right, now you can measure if you want. I usually, and mark, mark your project. I usually just free form it. The transfer does have some grid lines on it too, which helps. Let me focus for a second. Stop yapping. Okay, then once you get it where you want it, press it down. Oh, look how pretty that is. And now I will grab a rubbing stick. Each transfer comes with an enclosed rubbing stick, and I'm going to start rubbing my image. Now, be careful that you don't rub your stick over your paint, because it will mark up your paint. So if you need to, you can always take like your paper backing right here, place it over your paint and rub the edge. I kind of noticed that. That was a little tip I noticed when I was working with these transfers on my edited video. Again, that'll be out this evening. And half of those projects already sold. Y'all are loving these transfers. If you had any issue purchasing these transfers last week, any issue at all saying a shipping to your address was not available, that little error is fixed. And they are ready to ship. They ship the flat rate for $8.95. So even if you buy 3 or 4 transfers, only $8.95 to ship them. Any questions? Oh yay, Jackie loves this color. Yes, Avhrit is my favorite green by DIY. So now I'm just rubbing. As I rub, this is taking that image and sticking it down onto our project. Now I'm just going to lift the plastic a little, and it's not stuck in the corner, so just rub down a little more right there. And as soon as it's stuck around the edge, then I can start lifting it a little bit faster. And again, I just went straight over the paint. I just painted on, no sealer. I'm a rebel, but you see it's sticking just fine. If you're gonna do no sealer, I would probably let your paint dry maybe overnight or at least for a few hours. You just want to give yourself the best chance of that transfer working, because if you mess a transfer up, it's a pricey little mess up. It can be. So now I'm riding the wave. This is mostly stuck down. It might not be perfectly stuck down, but if I rub as I lift, I still get a really good adhesion. And then I can kind of go back underneath touch up any loose spots. So super simple. Stickers for grown-ups. They really can take your projects up such a notch very quickly, affordably. I've got 12 different designs available right now, and I will be adding more and more as long as y'all are loving them. All right, there she is. Is it straight? Is it even? How cute is that? So cute. Okay, now I'm gonna burnish it. So I'm just gonna take a clean rag here. It's an old rag, but it's clean. And I'm just going to rub all along my image, make sure everything is stuck down really well. That also helps that edge blend in. There is like a little tiny micro edge. It's really hard to see. That goes around the image. And if you rub this cloth along it, it totally disappears. Yay, everybody's loving it. Yeah, the seed pack is so pretty. The only complaint I have about the seed pack, is I wish there were a few that were smaller that I could put on little pieces of paper and like make vintage seed packs. But that's okay. That's okay. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, now that it looks like this, I am going to distress just a little bit my transfer. I've got a 220 grit sandpaper, but this has been used and used, so it's more like, probably like 400. And I'm just going to very carefully distress just a little bit around the corners and edges. Make this look more like an old sign. You don't want to use a rough sandpaper or you'll cause scratch marks and it won't look authentic. You don't have to do this. This is optional. So look right here where I just distressed. Look at that aviary color coming through. And you can see my brush strokes going both directions, which is why I wanted to build up just a little texture under there. Yes, Leslie, I will wax it. A lot of people will seal over their transfers with a clear coat, a liquid top coat. If this was a piece of furniture, I would go right over the very top of this transfer with a clear coat. Even if I was going to wax the rest of my furniture piece, I would still seal my transfer with a top coat. Since it's only decor and it's decor that's going to be hung on the wall and it's not going to be dinged and banged up, I'm just going to seal it with a wax. The wax will cure hard. After 30 days, it will be a perfectly great protector. I just started selling the transfers, but I've used them quite a bit. IOD and the Redesign by Prima. And they both work the same way, and I get great results with both, with all of the little tips and ways I'm telling you. So that's how I do it. The color's great. Yes, I love this color. It's perfect for the watermelons. Okay, and now I'm going to take my sandpaper and just distress a little bit. I don't want to make a mess. Let's wet distress. No, I don't want to wet distress. If I wet distress, then I'm going to have to re-dry it. I'll just make a mess and clean it up later. And this is wood. A wood cabinet door. So now I'm just focusing on hitting some of the high points on this project. Areas that would have naturally got dinged up over time. Little natural distressing. And that light wood popping through looks really good with that transfer. Boop, boop, boop. Ooh, we've been on for a while. Thanks y'all for hanging out with me. Finish this up and we'll call it a day. Got 92 people on. Can we hit 100 this week, y'all? Share this out for me. We were so darn close last week. All right, and now I'm going to grab some clear and dark wax by DIY. We will seal this up I've got so much junk around my feet. Do the junk shuffle. So I'll use the wax to seal the paint and the transfer. And I usually stick a little bit of wax right here on my lid like this and work off of that. That way I don't end up getting green paint inside my wax container. If you have not used this DIY wax before, look at that. Look how buttery smooth and soft that is. Can you imagine how easy it is to seal and finish a project up with that? Linda says, first time catching me live. Ooh, first time on my channel. Hooray! And she subscribed. Welcome. You have a ton of videos to watch. Welcome to the party. All right, so clear wax, I just use a little chippy brush here, and we are going to apply it. Now, don't panic. You're like, oh my gosh, that beautiful green color is changing. It is. It's wet again. It's reactivated the paint, and it got a little bit darker. But as it dries up, it will lighten back up, so no worries. I will put a finished picture of this in community tomorrow after it has a chance to dry up overnight, even though it's already sold, just that way you guys can see. And if you're painting a large area, and then painting and waxing a large area, and it looks a little splotchy, don't panic. Don't panic at all. Let it dry overnight. Let it dry 24 hours, and it will even out. Sometimes, too, I apply this wax with a paper towel. Goes a little faster. Be careful rubbing too much with the paper towel. This is a Viva paper towel, so it's really thick and nice, but they can disintegrate. A nice white cotton cloth would work as well. Something that's lint-free. But notice as I am waxing, I'm not pulling on my paint off. I'm getting a little bit of color transfer here. I did sand it, but I'm not pulling all my paint off, even though I'm rubbing with this cloth. That DIY paint will stick and stick and stick. And look how fast this sealing's going. Really want to make sure you apply a nice even coat. That will help avoid any splotchiness. And then I wipe back excess pretty quickly. Chip brush works to get down in those cracks and stuff, and then the paper towel works really nice on the flat surfaces. Just goes faster. So it's just preference. You could use a really nice wax brush if you like. I only use my nice wax brushes on furniture pieces because I hate cleaning wax brushes. Oh, yay, Linda. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Linda, what do you like to do? Are you a creator yourself? Do you just like to watch? What's your style like? Where are you from? Tell us a little bit about yourself. We're all friends here. Down in the description box too, Linda, when we're done being live, is a link to all my Facebook communities. I've got a really fun creative group over on Facebook where we all share our projects, and other creators share some of their YouTube channels and stuff. So don't miss out on that. Okay. Clear wax over the whole thing, one nice thin coat. I have 4 cabinet doors over my washer and dryer. You got my mind racing on using transfers on them. Do it, girl, do it. And that's another nice thing. Like, you know, you could put transfers on a cabinet door, and then a couple years down the road, if you're sick of it, you just sand it off. Just like a sticker. It'd be hard to get sick of this, though. It's pretty. Brie is amazing. Thanks for welcomes, everyone. Looking forward to more of these live streams. Oh, thanks, Linda. Linda's a shopper. Oh, you are, Linda. Becky, do you know Linda? Oh, redoing my haul I bought yesterday from Thrifted at Michael's. I see that. I see that. Nah, that comment. Awesome. Well, you're in good company. Okay, so now I've wiped back all the excess, and again, that paint has darkened up a little bit. You see a couple spots up here where the wax hasn't touched it yet, that lighter color. But it will all lighten right back up, no worries. And then I'm going to take just a little bit of dark wax. See where it is lighter right there in the middle? As your wax sits, sometimes it settles just a little bit. That pigment didn't settle in that spot. So no worries. It's not mold. It's not gone bad or anything. That's just clear wax with no pigment. It just needs stirred. I had somebody send me an email on that last week. Like, oh no, is this mold? Nope. Just clear wax. All right, and then I'm gonna grab an artist brush, just a little detail brush here. And I don't use fancy brushes with my wax either. These are like probably ones I grabbed from a garage sale or something. That way after they're all old and gross, I can just throw them away. Maisie, stop. Sorry, she was licking the floor. And now I'm gonna add a little bit of dark wax right here in these corners. Maybe where things, dirt and stuff would have collected over time. To keep it even. It might be a little hard to see this dark wax right now when my clear wax is still wet. So if you haven't used the waxes before, you might let that clear wax dry overnight, let the paint lighten back up and see what you're working with before you go and add a bunch of dark in. Because as that paint lightens, your dark is going to show more. So keep that in mind. I've used it enough. I kind of know what's going to happen and how much my paint, this aviary paint, will lighten up. It's one of my favorite colors. Probably one of my most used furniture colors too. Sold a lot of pieces in aviary. Any questions? She does want camera time. Come here. Oh goodness. She doesn't usually sit by my feet. I think she wants to go outside. It's nice. Okay, we've been cooped up. You got eye boogers. She's gross. Oh. Any questions about the paint, the transfers, any of my finds or flips? Anything? I'm gonna let that dry for a second and I'll hold it up for you. All right, I'm gonna drop the collection for the transfers. Now she's just nervous, Elaine. Let my hair tickle you. So there's the collection for the transfers if you want to check them out. What is the Charlie's Breeze referring to? Charlie's is a thrift store here in Topeka, Kansas. It's a locally owned thrift store. Charlie is the owner. So if I say I got it at Charlie's, it's one of my thrift stores here in town. And they have great prices and they give me a discount. I love them. Okay, and then let's drop the collection to the thrift haul. I'm not seeing any questions, but if y'all have them now would be a great time. Are you falling asleep? I think I'm boring her. Oh my goodness, this is hard to do one-handed. Okay, there's the mystery boxes, and it says Christmas in the link, but it's not, it's spring. I just didn't make a new listing. And what else? What else can we drop? Drop it like it's hot. Let's go the new thrift haul stuff. My friend Jasmine is usually on dropping links for me. She has been the past couple of weeks, but her daughter's birthday's today. Her daughter just turned 1. So if y'all follow Handcrafted from Home, go wish Mila a happy birthday. Let's see. Can you put the transfers over wax? No, Stephanie. You will want to apply them over a top coat only, a liquid top coat, or I just put mine over raw paint. They will not stick to the wax. I did wax over it, though, to seal it. Is there a brand of milk paint you'd recommend for beginners? Sweet Pickins Milk Paint, Jess. In fact, I have a collection for you. I love Sweet Pickins Milk Paint. I've got a ton of videos on my channel as well on how I use it. And it is on my video tonight that I'm putting up. There's the milk paint collection. Do I have any paperweights? Not right now, Pedro, but I can look for some. Oh, so adorable, Elaine, right? She's hacking. I love her. Love her so much. All right, y'all. I think that's all the questions I had. She really wants to go back out. Maybe she's not feeling good. Maybe her tummy hurts. I don't know. She's old. It's always something these days. But I love her. Okay, so then here in the corners, to show you a little bit of the dark wax. You can see, not super, super dark right now. When I put the final pictures up tomorrow, you'll be able to see the difference a little bit. I'm just going to tap a little right along the corners too, and then we'll be done. So thank y'all for hopping on, hanging out with me. Look for another really huge, great haul next weekend. Be sure to check out those mystery boxes if you want a good spring deal, little head start on your spring shopping. You get 12 pieces in one box, curated look. You don't even have to put any work in. I put it all together for you. Tell your friends, if you haven't yet, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you click that to all videos, YouTube will let you know every time I upload. Be sure to check out my lifestyle channel if you haven't done that yet. I've been uploading thrifting videos pretty regularly, so y'all can see me shop for all this stuff before I go live with it. That is Lifestyle by Bri. If y'all didn't know I had another channel, it's down in the description box as well. All right. Thank you. Wanting to upcycle some vintage spools, what milk paint would work for that? Sweet Pickins would be perfect, Jess. I mean, you can click my collection there and see all of the different colors. Jess, if you have more specific questions about any of the top coats or using the milk paint, email me, upcycledbybri@gmail.com, and we can chit chat back and forth all you need to. I can answer all your questions, and we can find you the perfect colors as well. Okay, thanks for hanging out. Before, after, so much better. All right, friends, y'all have a wonderful weekend. I will see you soon. Bye, friends. Oh wait, I gotta click end up here. Oh my goodness, I need coffee. Bye.